Well, Stephen, how good was it back? First of all, how good was it to be back on Friday night?
No, delighted personally to get back on the pitch, alright, yeah, but Jesus, obviously the circumstances, the way things are going at the moment, you forget about how good it is to be back yourself, and then you realise the situation that you're coming into. So, it's great to be back, playing and back fit, but at the same time, it's obviously, we can't sugarcoat it. It's a bad place at the moment, so we need to get it right. And if I get back on the pitch and help that, I can do all I can, but just need to turn things around as quick as possible.
Yeah. What is the injury, Steve? Is it the hamstring or is there another problem?
No, it was the hamstring. Went to warm up against Shells, and it was just a little bit slow. Obviously, the recovery process was going well, and a little setback here or there, but I'm at the training now fully for the last couple of weeks, and it was good to get, I think it was 40 minutes on Friday night, felt good, trained away all week, so hopefully we'll see Friday. If Colin wants to pick me, and I should be available for a selection once Thursday goes fine, so we'll take it from there.
Yeah, unfortunately, on Friday, we hadn't got a lot of experience on the pitch, Steve. I know you come on in the second half, but Gar was suspended, Gar Morrissey as well, so with the two of you back, you could see that, the team needs a bit of leadership and that bit of experience on the pitch.
Yeah, you do 100%. Yeah, will only help. But it's up to other lads to step up now as well. I know Garrod and yourself, captain and vice captain, but I'm fed up hearing this. We're young. It's time for we have to stand up and be counted. You're playing for Cork City. It's plain and simple. There's no more excuses that we're 19, 20, 21 years of age. There's lads even 22, 23 that have played loads of games for the club, for different clubs. It's. That excuse doesn't wash anymore. We're in the situation we are at the moment because of everyone in the dressing room. You know what I mean? There's not what I can do at right back, what Garrod can do in the middle, what Nuts can do. That experience can only get you so far. And I understand what you're saying, that managing a game where we're in a situation where we're 1-0 up and you're keeping the ball, and the old guile where you're slowing the game down, or if you're trying to chase the game, speed it up. But that has to go across the team, and we're trying and training to instill that into the boys as well. It's trying to give experience quick, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I know you've been asked this a lot of times, Stephen. Have you a preference where to play, especially coming back now from injury? Have you any preference where to play?
No, Trev, no, I don't know. I just want to get back out there, and it's whatever I can contribute. I know I'm a bit older now and that, and I know that myself, but the way I trained today, I was still flying up and down the wing. Probably the first time in weeks, even a month or two, that I felt really, really good myself. Whacking crosses in. But it's up to Colin. At the end of the day, it's a cliche. I'll play wherever I want, but that is true. If he wants to put me right back, centre half, right wing, obviously I'd love to help in any capacity, whether it's going forward, because we're struggling to score goals at the moment. But maybe I can do that for playing a higher up right back, wing back. We'll see. But at the end of the day, I just need to get back out there, and I'm not coming back to the club to be injured all the time, and it's annoying me as much as everyone else probably. We can't sugarcoat that side of it either. So it's up to me now to stay fit. I know obviously not getting injured on purpose, but it's very, very frustrating. It's been a disaster with 2 months myself personally, just seeing what's going on the pitch and not being able to help. It's just very, very annoying. So hopefully now I can get back on there, and wherever he plays me, I'll give me all. That.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Steve. When you were out and having a look at the team's performances, and you have an experienced eye and watching what was going on. Can you pinpoint where City are kind of falling down and getting poor results and seem kind of as a soft touch now?
Yeah, we're not ruthless enough, and when I say ruthless enough, it's not just in front of goal. It's in tackles, it's second balls, it's and soft is probably a bit of a harsh word, because the lads, they do, in my opinion, because I see them in training every day, they do stick the foot in and that, but we're just not ruthless. We're letting teams stick around, and we're just maybe sometimes just playing for the sake of it. We're not playing penetrating passes. We're not looking to go forward, and I don't think lads are hiding, certainly not hiding, but I think sometimes we're afraid to kind of express ourselves a little bit. We're a little bit safe, so that has to change very, very quickly, because let's be honest, we're at the lowest point of, since I've been in the club. I sitting in that dressing room after the game, I never felt any lower. I don't think I've felt any lower in football. and now it's up to the players in there. Collins does everything for us, and I can't speak any more highly of him. He literally does everything for us. Tactically fantastic, but we're not implementing it. It's on the players, and I'll say that firsthand. It's the players that aren't doing it, so it's up to us to fix, and we have to do it fairly quickly, because there's no more excuses. There's no more ifs, buts. It's not working for the lads that are on the pitch at the moment. And when I was injured, looking in, I could see it, and we just need to be that ruthless. And people might think we're a soft touch, and that's a very big thing to say about a team, and that might be the case, but that has to be fixed, because teams used to come in to turn us cross and they'd be delighted getting a point off us, celebrating a point. But now it's teams are coming down and saying, we'll beat Cork City and turn us cross, beat Cork City wherever they play, and that's not the club the Cork City Football Club are. Yeah, and just a final one for me, Steve, the fans as well, as the hardcore fans, were in there on Friday night. And they'll be the same. The fans will be very frustrated with Cork City being viewed as a soft touch. But it was great to see the fans back and to hear him again, wasn't it, Friday night? It was brilliant. Even when the lads walked out, obviously I was on the bench, but the roar they gave and the boys came out of the tunnel. But I can only apologise for what they're going through at the moment on behalf of myself and the players. I know I only played 40 minutes, and but I'm part of that group as well. It has to be better collectively on the pitch. It just has to be better. There has to be a better product. Everything has to be better. So we need to improve tenfold on what we've shown. I know they've been looking in on the stream, and you don't really get a true reflection of what's going on in the game. And 600 people probably left. They left annoyed and angry. And I know how passionate Cork City fans are. I'm a fan myself ever since I came to this club. I followed from afar the last 2 years. So just know that we feel as pissed off and annoyed as everyone else does, and again, we're not sugarcoating things, so we just need to fix it. Simple. Whether it's the lads that are here, whether it's new people that come in, it's football, it's a business. If things aren't going well, maybe some 1 or 2 or 3 things have to be changed, but as long as the lads are here, I'm going to keep in their ear. You go out there on a Friday night and you work your off for 90 minutes, 93 minutes, and we have to turn it around. And again, if that's the players, that's not anyone else. Yeah, I can hear the passion in your voice, Steve. Sorry, just the final one for me. What are you expecting against Athlone? Obviously, they had a great start, but lost 5 of the last 6. What type of game do you expect against them Friday, Steve? Yeah, Athlone, they're a sticky one. I've watched them a couple of times. They press you one week, and then the next week they don't press. They sit off. Especially up there in the Astro, it's going to be an interesting one. I think they're going to be a bit in your face. Obviously, especially with the results we've had, I think they're going to be targeting that aggressive. A high press, try and get the ball back off us early. So we're going to watch a bit of film now on Thursday. We watched the other bit this morning. They've got some good players. They've got experience that played in the league, in the Premier League of Ireland. Again, there's some good players all around the board, but we just have to start focusing on our own performance, Trevor. It's if we start worrying about other teams too much, it's going to be a long night. Simple as that. So once we perform, and I know there's some capable players in that dressing room with us, I do believe that. So now it's just up to us to show it, and whatever Athlone show us, we have to show something a hell of a lot better, and start points on the board, and not going in there hoping for a draw. We have to get back to the Cork City way and win games, and go into games expecting you're going to win games.
Just wondering, you were saying it's as low as you felt in football, and obviously the other players are obviously feeling very low too. How do you lift it mentally now, for next Friday?
It's tough. You have to, the weekend. Obviously, you're rerunning the game, and me personally, after that game, I didn't sleep till 4 or 5 in the morning. But you can't bring it into training on Monday, and I said that to the boys. You have to park it. I know it's tough, but you have to focus on another week, because if you bring that into Monday's training, it's going to roll over. The session's going to be bad. People are going to be pissed off. Come Tuesday, it's going to be the same thing. And your training week's gone. Then you're travelling to Athlone on the Friday. So mentally, and I think this is the experience part that Trevor spoke about. You have to talk to the boys, and say, look, whether it's personally, collectively, individually, or as a team, whatever went wrong, you fix it on the training ground on the Monday and Tuesday. You just don't drag it and kick yourself up and down. You have to fix it. So you just have to keep in the rear. Simple as that. And Garrod and Colin and Carney, we just have to take them under our wing and say, look, it's up to us to fix it now. If you know you're training a week, and it's a bit of a cliche, you know, but that's how it has to be, because if you do bring it into training, you're gone then for the following week.
And like, do you still believe you can make the playoffs?
Absolutely, like, you know, this league is very, very tight, and like I know the points, I know where we're sitting, and I know exactly what Shelburne have, I know exactly what UCD have. But no, if you're throwing the towel in the second week of June, you're at the wrong place, you're at the wrong club anyway. You know what I mean? You know, you're just not here. You shouldn't be here. So I'll continue to be in their ear. I personally do believe we can, and you know, as I said earlier, maybe if it is freshened up a little bit in the coming weeks, you know, who knows what can happen. You know, going a run of 3 or 4 games, that's going to project you up the league. You know, and there is a lot of playoff places there. You know, it's realistically we should be getting there. I know it's been horrific first half of the season, or first third of the season. Now, again, I'm not sure counting anything today. It's been horrific, but there's massive opportunities to put a run together if we do it right and the way we are capable of doing. I really do believe we can get up that table.
Okay, and just one last thing there, just before you come on the call there, we were just chatting about the Christian Eriksen incident there last weekend. Like, have you ever seen anything like that in football in your own career? No,
thank goodness, no. It's something I hopefully, touch wood, I never ever see. It wasn't pretty to look at that in the TV. You know, I know we all speak about what the terrible broadcasting that happened, you know, going in and the girlfriend and everything else, but as a player that so close to me, teammates, you know, past teammates, were best of friends, I'm going into weddings and stuff, it is so much more than just a football match for us. You know, it is a family. So to see that happen when you're on, I couldn't even imagine what the Danish players are going through. You know, I thought they handled it unbelievably well, the way they got a ring around them, everything. The captain consoling, make sure he's alright, getting him in the recovery position and going to console the girlfriend. I mean, that speaks volumes of the group they have there. But you know, it was a tough situation, and again, I hope I never see anything like that, not even with my own lads, just anyone in football, whether it's junior level or the top level, like the international competition. It's really, really not nice to see, and it is a little bit scary because them lads will get screened so much times for heart issues, ECGs. Like, I can't even, going into camps, international camps, they get screened again. So, but again, that's life, you know. He was just lucky that, he's probably lucky he was playing and he wasn't by himself, you know, so they could get the quick response. So, you know, it's a sad situation, but you know, hopefully he's on the mend. I seen he had an Instagram post today, which is great. He had a selfie up, so it's absolutely positive. So fingers crossed it keeps healing.